Ladies and gentlemen, the play is the thing. Is your host, Judy Sleet. Special guest, Musia Baumgarten, Chabad of East Hampton. Now here is Judy.
Steve, that was really wonderful. I love that. It just cheers me up the way you say that. I have Musia here. She's a beautiful young lady. She just sparkles. Not only she's beautiful, she's smart and talented. I'm so happy that you came to visit me.
Thank you for having me.
And you are from the Chabad. You say Chabad or Chabad?
However you could pronounce it, but officially Chabad.
Yes.
That Ch.
It's that Jewish CH.
Yes.
And Chabad is a form of religion?
We are a Hasidic sect of Judaism. The full name is Chabad Lubavitch. Lubavitch was a town in Russia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And that's where it all began. So that's where the name comes from. And we're a group of Hasidic Jews.
Yes, but you don't look like a Hasidic woman.
What does a Hasidic woman look like?
I thought they all shaved their heads and they were all covered. They're
Well,
not supposed to show anything.
I'm wearing a wig.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yes, this is not my hair.
Oh, it's not your hair.
No.
Well, it's a wonderful wig.
Thank you. And I'm dressed modestly. The laws of modesty are that your elbows are covered, your collarbone is covered, and your knees are covered.
Oh.
And I'm doing all that.
And you don't have to cover your head.
Well, my hair is covered. I'm wearing a wig.
Uh-huh. Well, that's very interesting. I would have never thought it was a wig.
It's a wig.
And do you mind telling this to the whole world?
I don't mind.
You don't mind. That's wonderful. And you grew up in this religion.
I grew up, yes, my parents and grandparents were all Chabad Jews. I grew up actually in the Crown Heights area of Brooklyn, which is the Chabad Lubavitch headquarters. That's where our headquarters is located, and that's where I grew up.
And you went to school there?
I went to an all-girls school there.
Were you a good student?
Pretty much.
I think so, because you are so bright. I didn't get to that part yet. And how did you end up in the Hamptons?
Well, I married my husband's parents. Rabbi and Mrs. Baumgarten are the directors of Chabad in East Hampton.
Yes.
So they run the Chabad Center here, and I married their son.
I know, but how did you get to him? I mean, you're from Crown Heights and
How did I meet him?
Yes.
Well, that's actually a funny story, but in short, a friend of mine...
Tell me the funny story.
The whole story?
Yeah,
Okay.
the whole funny... I like funny stories.
A friend of mine got married in Toronto to a friend of my husband's. So the bride and groom arranged a bus to go from Brooklyn to Toronto and back for the wedding. So a whole bunch of the groom's friends and a whole bunch of the bride's friends were on the bus. And my friend was one of the girls on the bus, and my husband was on the bus. So she came back from the trip and she told me, Musia, I saw this guy on the bus. I'm telling you, you should go out with him.
Just like that.
And I said, you don't know him. Forget it.
Yes.
A year later, she mentioned it again. She said, I'm telling you, that guy from the bus, you should go out with him.
Did she say why she thought that?
She just said he was tall. He heard how he spoke. She liked how he was talking. And
he's good looking.
Of course. And she decided that I should go out with him. So we did. And that was that.
On her suggestion?
Yes.
And he didn't mind going out with you, obviously. Maybe he was looking at you a certain way. That's why she said that.
I wasn't on the bus. I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there.
No, my friend was there.
Oh, yes, your friend was there. Oh, I missed that part. I'm just trying to listen so attentively, and I missed it. So she just knew that he was right for you. So he asked you to go out, or you asked him, or she
Well,
arranged with your friend?
the way it works in our community is that usually there's a middle person. The matchmaker. In Yiddish, we call it the shadchan.
Yeah.
There's always somebody in the middle who brings up the suggestion to both parties. So once my friend mentioned it to me and I mentioned it to my mother called somebody that she knew who knew the family.
Yeah.
In this case, it was my husband's uncle. And she said, I heard about your nephew. Can you talk to them and ask them if they would be interested in my daughter for their son?
Or just like in the...
Just like in the old days.
Yeah,
Fiddler on the Roof.
Yes, exactly, yes.
Not quite the same way.
Can I ask you how old you were at the
Right
time?
now,
Yeah.
I was 21.
21. And have you been dating?
I had been dating for about a year.
Oh. And nothing serious, just...
No, I hadn't met anybody
And
that I
when
liked.
was it love at first sight?
You could say that.
Really? You both, like, hit it off right away?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful, because I met him, and he's very cute.
Yes.
Yes, we were having that trivia game in your temple, shul, or whatever you call it.
Chabad house.
Chabad house. And he happened to sit next to me, and he's very nice. I like him.
Thank you.
So that tells me...
So that's how we ended up here.
Oh, that's how... And so how did you date from...
Well, he was actually living in Brooklyn at the time. He was studying in a yeshiva in a school in Brooklyn. So it wasn't difficult.
So where did you go on dates? Did the chaperone came with you?
No. No. We don't have a chaperone. We go mostly to public places. You know, hotel bars, hotel lounges. Walk
Movies.
the streets of the city.
Did you go to movies?
No.
Oh, that's not... Because it's too dark in there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is precious. I love it. Okay, the next question. Do you have any siblings?
I do. I'm one of 6, thank God.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm number 5.
Oh, you are number 5. You mean next to the last?
Yes.
The younger.
So I have... My oldest brother is married and runs Chabad in Waterloo, Ontario.
Oh.
He's with he deals with, there's 2 campuses there. He deals with the students and the community. He has 3 boys. My sister lives in Ewing, New Jersey, and she runs the Chabad on campus at the College of New Jersey. And she has 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Yeah.
And my brother lives in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, my gosh.
And he has a little girl. And then the brother right above me is still living in Brooklyn. And then I have a little brother who's 15, and he's still in school in Brooklyn.
Well, you just mentioned Georgia. Did he have any problem with all the storm?
Thank God they were safe. It took him a long time to get home from work, but thank God they were okay.
Oh, because there was a terrible storm there.
Yeah.
I hear they're still talking about it.
Yeah. But my husband is one of 12 children.
Yes, I know that. And he's also one of the younger ones.
He's one of the older ones.
He's one of the older ones.
He's number 3.
Oh, well, he looked very young. He's not much older than you are, is
No.
he? And now you have a baby.
I do.
A baby boy.
I have a baby boy. He's 14 months old. And he just started walking.
What's his name?
His name is Shalom.
Oh, Shalom Aleichem. That means peace, Shalom.
It means peace. It means hello. It means goodbye.
Yes. Well, that's easy to remember. And how often do you get together with all your siblings?
Well, it's a challenge for us because everybody lives
So far
in different
away.
places and everybody's very busy where they are.
Yeah.
The last time we were all together...
At your wedding.
No, we've had time since then, thank God. But I don't Sadly, my grandmother passed away in October. That was the last time we were all together.
Oh. And your parents, where are they? Were they born here?
My parents are both born in New York, yes.
Oh my gosh, natives.
Yes, they're both from Brooklyn their whole lives.
And their parents?
My father's parents are both from Poland.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's mother is Canadian, and my mother's father is American.
So that's where Toronto comes in play.
Yeah, I guess it's in our blood.
Yeah, Toronto. That's very interesting. A lot of Jews went to Canada.
Yes. Well, my
From Europe.
grandmother's father was Polish.
Yes.
So they had gone to Canada from
Because
Poland.
I come from Hungary, and I know when I came to the United States, a lot of Jewish people, and went to Canada.
Yes.
So when you went to school, what did you major in?
I didn't go to school post high school.
Oh, you didn't?
I went to 1 year, what we call seminary, of advanced Judaic studies. Mm-hmm. So throughout elementary school and high school, we study both Judaic studies and secular studies. But in the year of seminary that we do, we just study Judaic studies. So I went to Australia. I spent a year in Melbourne studying.
So how did you become so smart?
I guess from 13 years of school.
13 years of school. Well, you were very good at the computer. And you came over to my house to show me some of the things that I'm baffled with. And I was just so amazed at your knowledge, and you handled everything like an expert, like you did that all your life.
I basically did.
You basically did. You mean you did all your study?
Kids these days know computers when they're 2 years old. They know how to work the computer. So I wasn't playing with a computer at 2, but probably 10, 12, I knew how to work the computer. So I've had lots of time to practice.
It is amazing. I'm just always wondering, God forbid, what happened if there was a glitch and all the computers just stopped working? What would everybody do?
It is a problem. People do back up their computers.
Some people don't even know how to write anymore. It's not necessary to know how to write because today the kids, they walk around with these, what do you call them?
Laptops.
Laptop. No, it's not even, is it a
The
laptop?
iPad?
iPad. That's what it is. And that's how they do their homework. They push, and everything is on there. Pretty soon you won't even need a backpack, or you don't need any notebooks or textbook. Everything is on that iPad. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's very good.
No, I think it's great.
Sometimes I go to the bank and I'm trying to get some information. It says, sorry, our computers are down. We can't give you any information.
That's true.
So then everything stops.
Everything stops. But I think it's great that they're using computer and technology in a positive way and using it for the students. I remember as a student, I didn't enjoy taking notes. Sitting in class and writing wasn't fun, and you had to carry home your heavy notebooks and your workbooks and your study books and all that. Uh-huh. I would love if I just had to walk around with an iPad, and we're taught that everything in this world has a purpose and we have to use it for a positive thing. So we have to take the technology that's coming out and use it positively. And one way that it's being used positively is for students, things like that. We try to use it in our work at Chabad.
Yeah? You deal with children, a lot of children?
With the technology, we try to use the technology that we have to our advantage and use it in a positive way.
Well, yeah, I'm glad to listen to some positive things about that. And I agree with you that it was difficult for a lot of these little kids to carry all those heavy books and notebooks. Mm-hmm. And now, the best excuse they used to give in those days. I left my homework home, and now they can't.
Exactly. I'm sure the teachers are happy.
That they can't use an excuse for not doing the homework. Oh, I left it home, or the dog chewed it up, or something.
That's right.
But now they could say that the dog chewed up the laptop.
That would be a problem.
Yes, it would be. And you also said that you love to bake.
I like to cook more than bake, but
Oh, really?
I enjoy being in the kitchen.
Yes, you had some wonderful food when I went to that trivia night. And did you prepare all that?
I actually was not involved in the food that night, but it was all homemade. We keep kosher, which means we have guidelines on what we can and cannot eat. And out here in East Hampton, we don't have any restaurants that are kosher. We can't just go out and buy some ready-made stuff. Everything that we serve at our events is homemade. And most of our food we actually bring in from Brooklyn.
Oh my gosh, so how often do you go to Brooklyn for food?
Well, I have my in-laws still have children that are in school in Brooklyn, and they come home for every weekend. They come home. So when they come home, they bring the food with them.
Oh gosh, I guess it's possible when you have so many people doing it.
But every Friday we spend it in the kitchen preparing for Shabbat. We do lots of cooking then. When the holidays come, we do lots of cooking.
And what is your favorite? Do you have any favorites, or what do you like to make? Or some of the things you make that you like to make?
I love dairy foods.
Do you?
Yeah. So
Like what?
like good pasta.
That's a dairy food, pasta?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I
if you
never
put
thought
cheese
of it.
in it, it's dairy.
Oh, you put cheese in your pasta?
Yeah.
You make your own pasta?
Oh, no. No. I buy it.
Or you buy it?
Yes.
And the pasta you buy has cheese in it?
No, I cook the pasta,
And then you put
and
cheese
then
in
I
it.
put cheese and spices and sauce and things like that.
What kind of sauce?
A tomato sauce.
Oh.
Or you put vegetables, some feta cheese, mozzarella cheese.
You know what I like with pasta? When you put seasoning, I like poppy seed. That's a Hungarian type of food my mother used to give that to me all the time, and I still love it.
Never do
I have
poppy
a
seed.
special place where I send for poppy seed, but I have to grind it. It's a lot of, as you say, just patching around. It's a big mess when I grind it, and then I mix it with sugar. But I do a whole lot, so it lasts a couple of months,
That's good.
and that's what I love. And you said you were going to bake something for me today, but you didn't do it.
I was, but I didn't. I was going to bring
falling down on the job.
I was going to bring Hamantaschen,
Oh, I love Hamantaschen.
which is a special treat that we have on